like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough. I wanna live right now. Baby, I'm as young as the night. I wanna dance right now. On the floor, I feel so alive. Don't stop, turn it up. 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 Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We're going hard. Pour some more into my cup. Sparkling star. Crystal glitter all over.
Hello, hello, hello. It is your favorite SheEO here, Kelly A. Bowens. Welcome you all to Center Stage. I am sitting in for the beautiful Miss Angela A. Love Lewis on tonight. She will be back in the hot seat on Monday, but today, listen, y'all, y'all won't be hanging out with me on tonight. We have a special treat for you all. We've been excited to, well, me personally. So I've been excited since 2021 when December 31st, when my neighbor, Marshall Weeks, we all know her as Coach Money Mars, came in and had this week. So it was an intimate New Year's Eve party that she and her husband and me and my husband, we just kind of got together because, of course, it was during COVID. And she had on the baddest pair of boots I think I've ever seen in my life. And she shared with me, you know, who the designer was. Just excited to interview our guest on tonight. Y'all, and I'm gonna let her tell y'all more about it, but listen, y'all want y'all shoe game to be tight, y'all need to tune in. So go ahead, like, share this broadcast, share it with another shoe lover, anyone that you know that loves shoes. Go ahead and share this broadcast. They're going to want to stay tuned for this amazing designer that we have. And something I love, she's a shoe designer, y'all. She designs her own shoes. That's what I'm most excited about. This ain't no white label. This is her designs, her specific and unique creative design. So go ahead and like and share this broadcast. Share with us where you all are tuning in from. Shout out your city and state. And I'm going to go ahead and share this with a couple of people. Ladies, thank you all for sharing your Monday with us. I hope everyone had an amazing Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, belated Mother's Day to all of you out in SheEO District land. And we will go ahead and get started. And be sure, again, to go ahead and like and share this broadcast. Let me know where you all are tuning in from. Hey, Miss Reagan Adams, our guest for next week. Thank you for tuning in to Center Stage on tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so tonight we have the pleasure of hosting Miss Indigo Shoes out of Atlanta, Georgia, Miss Toy Kyles. She is a graduate of Marymount University with a degree in fashion merchandising. She began developing her unique skills by personally producing and coordinating fashion shows for her exit exam at the university. Upon obtaining her degree, she entered in a much coveted internship with Carl Brown, part owner of FUBU. As Toy began to develop her career, she observed there was an obvious void in the shoe industry when it came to intertwining and styling with maximum comfort. This led her to discover her passion for promoting healthy foot care and desire to transform the shoe industry. Her astounding creativity mixed with her experience has also led her to develop a special insole that is inserted in every shoe from, and I hope I'm Indigos, that is currently patent pending. As a creator and owner of Indigo Shoes, Toy Cherry is not just selling shoes. She is a shoe designer in true sense that she creates the vision from beginning to end, dreaming up dreaming up trendy, comfy, fashionable, high-end footwear, drafting the sketches, working closely with the manufacturer throughout the production process until the shoe is just right for you. When asked what has been her driving force to develop her own shoe line, she said working to develop visual merchandising for Forever 21, Victoria's Secrets, and facilitate a show for Drunken Monkey afforded to me the opportunity to learn about the fashion industry and men's and women's love for shoes. Ladies and gentlemen, or just ladies, this is a lady. Thank you, and help me welcome Miss Toy Cherry. We're going to bring her right on up. All right, all right. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, absolutely. How are you?
How are you this
Kelly?
week? I'm awesome, awesome, awesome. It is an amazing Monday, just coming off of an amazing Mother's Day weekend. So I'm still on fire. Just my family really outdid themselves this week. I mean, this weekend. So just super excited about that. What about you? Are you a mom?
I am a furry baby mom. So
okay, well, listen. They're almost interchangeable. I have one of those too, so right. They are like children.
Right. Oh my goodness. Okay.
So happy Mother's Day in that sense.
I appreciate you, and happy Mother's Day to you as well.
Thank you so much. So again, thank you so much for joining us, Toy. We're super excited to have you on here again. From that time I saw Marcelle's boots and I was sold. So and I know you've been working on some things in the background, and you listen that they say about the pop out. About the pop out. So I know we read your bio, Miss Toy, but tell us, who you are. Tell us who Miss Indigo's Shoes really is.
Absolutely. As you stated, I went to a HBCU first. I went to Norfolk State University first, and then ended up transferring to Marymount University and getting my degree there in fashion merchandising. And then from there, did visual merchandising for Forever 21. I did it for Nordstrom's. I worked with Carl, 1/4 owner of FUBU, and just kind of honed my craft. I knew I wanted to come up with a designer line. I didn't know at that time really what I wanted to do, whether it be clothes, shoes, jewelry. So then I moved down to Atlanta. My best friend, she got me to move down here, and started working for Nordstrom's. And while at Nordstrom's, I graduated their management program. And after that, got into a really bad car accident, and then, fell into my purpose. And started doing a lot of case studying as far as if I wanted to get into clothing, shoes, what I wanted to do. So in my case study, I would notice that women, they would attend different events or just be out, and they would have on these beautiful shoes, and then all of a sudden come out of them. And they're dancing on the floor in their bare feet, or when they leave the event, they're putting on flip-flops and things like that. And I'm looking at these shoes, and I'm like, I know those shoes cost about $1,000. So I know you didn't just come out the house and
we ain't calling no names, right?
Right, no, not at all. Not at all. So, I noticed the problem, and I wanted to come up with a solution. And in that problem and solution, that's where Indigo Shoes was created.
Wow. So I had my hand raised. I'm that one, even just yesterday, packing flip-flops in my purse. Because you don't know what the situation gonna be as far, because you have that window of time with certain, and it's crazy. We know exactly how much time we have for every shoe.
Absolutely.
Listen, if it's unknown, my standing time, I'm gonna wear this shoe to be safe, or I'm gonna pack. If I'm trying to be cute, I'm gonna pack me some flip-flops in my purse. So I'm what I'm hearing is that you are exonerating the need for us to pack extra shoes in our purses. Am I hearing that correctly?
Yes, you are. And also to eliminate the cost of you going and purchasing insoles to put in your shoes, because we already, we already pay, a nice for quality product
Yes.
and shoe. We pay a nice penny, and then to have to turn around and go purchase insoles, to make them feel comfortable, it kind of defeats the purpose. So
Yes.
we wanted to, like I said, solve a problem and just create something designer, but also is good for your feet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and push the healthy foot care, because both of my parents, they both deal with diabetes, and with diabetes you have to take really good care of your feet. And then there are people out here who don't have arches in their in their feet. So we
Yeah.
wanted to create something where an arch was also built in it as well. So yeah, we just wanted to create a solution to a problem. Definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you said something really interesting there, that you have been in the industry and you literally have taken the knowledge from your, various positions in the industry as insight to developing,
My
your
company.
own designer shoes.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
and we talk about that here a lot in the SheEO district. One, getting with the company as best you can that actually can transition, like a smooth, seamless transition into what you're doing, whatever it is that you're doing, because what you want to do, and I don't care with any job, even if it's not in your industry, you can learn a lot from where you are.
Absolutely.
Take that, all that information and everything that you learn, work in excellence even on your job, and soak up as much as you can. Make as many friends as you can in leadership, because guess what? Leaders are they're gonna talk, and they're gonna talk leadership language, right? So
Yes.
that's like, just by default, you're being trained by someone in leadership, and particularly if it is in the industry of your profession, career, or business, that is a plus plus and a win-win. So we talk about this a lot. Don't look at your job like, oh, I got to go into my job. I can't wait till I'm able to turning my 2-week notice and, go 100% full-time entrepreneurship. Learn as much as you can where you are. That is part of your process and your learning process. So,
And it helps. It definitely helps.
absolutely.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
what it does, it creates a blueprint for you to kind of pull from and pull little nuggets from,
Yeah.
and how to run your business. And
Yes.
I like how they did this, but I'm gonna tweak
Yes.
it and kind of do it this way. Or I
Yes.
like how they're doing it. Let me kind of intertwine their method into what I'm doing. And it just creates like a perfection.
Yes.
Not to say you're not going to have hiccups and things that you might have to fix, but it's always good, like you said, to learn from where you're already at. Definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you said another interesting thing that just kind of made my radar go up there. So, and correct me if I'm hearing this wrong, you had an accident that pushed you into your purpose. So what the enemy meant to take you out of here, right? God used that to turn around and catapult you into your purpose. So can you speak a little bit about that? Because we're all about
Absolutely.
purpose here in the SheEO district. So talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So like I was saying, I was working for Nordstrom's, and I just finished and graduated their F&L program, which is, it seems like you're going to college all over again, because you're learning Nordstrom's inside and out. You're learning how Nordstrom started. You're learning numbers, sales, everything Nordstrom. And so my plan was to go ahead and scale in Nordstrom's, become a buyer, and then start my own designer company. But tell God your plans, watch him laugh.
Right.
Okay. And so, I got to the point where, like I said, I graduated the F&L program. They were putting me on the floor, and I just knew. I knew, hey, okay, we're starting with the plan. We're about to, get it moving. And one day I fell sick at work, didn't feel good, and caught myself, going home early and on 285 around 4 or 5 o'clock, it's a parking lot in the perimeter area.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I merged onto the highway. The lady in front of me stopped. I stopped. The guy behind me kept on going full force.
Oh,
And
wow.
literally, I was sandwiched in between both of their cars. So yeah, it put me down. It left me with a herniated disc and a bent disc. I had to go through physical therapy, had to, do the whole chiropractor. And the thing that really shattered everything was I wasn't able to stand on my feet for more than 5 hours.
Mm.
So that ended my career with Nordstrom's. Because you have to definitely be on your feet more than 5 hours working for them. And especially, on the path that I was going on. And so while sitting at home, I was just like, okay, God, I'm here. I'm okay. I'm listening. What do you want me to do?
Right.
What do you want me to do? I'm here now. Okay. So what's the next plan? And I just started, like I said, I did the show, sorry, just kind of went blank. I did the case studying and shoes. So I started sketching because in college and in high school, I took up art, but in college, when I decided to go into fashion, you have to take a sketching class. So
Mm-hmm.
I just started sketching out things, sketching out different shoes. I would look at a shoe that I might like or see in a magazine and kind of sketch it out and then kind of put my own twist on it. And I was like, you know what? I really love what I'm doing. And now that I love what I'm doing and I have what I want to do, what can I do to make myself stand out? What can I do
Right.
to be different from everyone else? And then on top of that, you know, what is the purpose? And is there a problem that I can solve in the shoe industry? And that's what I came up with is making a designer shoe that pushes healthy foot care. And then on top of that, I do have a nonprofit that I'm working on, building even tighter, where we are actually, I designed a all-weather purpose shoe, Kelly, that we plan on donating in the Asian countries, African
Oh,
countries,
wow.
yeah, in Latin America, I mean South America, and then also in the Caribbean countries. Because as we speak today, 2023, there are still people walking around with no shoes on their feet, from
Mm.
infants to adults. And I'm just like, okay, I said, God, you're giving me all these things, all these ingredients, all I wanted my company to have more of a purpose.
Yeah.
And so this definitely, with me donating these shoes to these different countries, it definitely pushes me to go hard for Indigo shoes, because we know we have a purpose at the end of the day, which is getting shoes on these people who don't have shoes on their feet. And that's from infants to adults.
So I absolutely love that. And I love when there is an actual ministry behind and purpose behind the brand.
Mhm.
Um, and the reason I say that is we especially women, we think of shoes. We just want to be cute. We want to be cute and comfortable, but we don't really think about, because it's such a shoes are such a it's an outward thing. We don't think about if there's a ministry behind the brand. So I love that there is purpose behind the brand, because everyone loves to attach themselves to a story,
Mhm.
right? And so when that happens, it far exceeds the shoe or the candle or the wine or whatever it is that you're doing.
Mhm.
It just far exceeds it, and that helps to create the longevity of any brand. There's a story and a feeling
Mhm.
behind when someone says Indigo shoes, which
Yeah.
is much bigger than just the shoe.
Yes.
So I love that. I absolutely love that. and we had Miss Empress Chanel on, who is a stylist out in, I believe she's in Austin, Texas. And so she talks about how, she's learning in the industry. She is a stylist for it. And don't Empress, if you're watching, I think for I want to say Nordstrom's. But again, learning what she's, the business side of what you do, because we're creatives, like we just want to create. We don't really want to tackle the business side. We can do without it, right? We just want to make beautiful things, make everybody happy, and go on about our business. But there is a real business side to being a creative in the industry. And so again, just kudos to you for taking in and soaking up all that information and able to take that with you into your brand.
Absolutely.
So now, are you originally from? You're originally from Virginia, correct?
Yeah. Well, I'm a military brat, and
okay.
Yeah, I'm a military brat. So of course, I moved all over. I was actually born in Heidelberg, Germany. My mother was stationed in about 3 countries in Germany, and then a lot of back and forth between Europe and the United States. And then at one point, she was stationed in Izmir, Turkey. So we lived in Turkey for a couple of years. And even with that, living in different countries and seeing how, because over there, I was just having a conversation with someone, and over there, a lot of things that we consider luxury over here, it's not luxury over there because it's actually built there. So a lot of gold and clothing and stuff like that I got over there and brought back over here. The value here is so much greater than it was there. So it did teach me that aspect of knowing the quality of things.
Yes.
And so yeah, that my mother from Turkey, she got stationed at Fort Belvoir. And so that's what landed us in Virginia. So I mean, I would say I'm from the DMV because that was from middle school, like the end of middle school to high school, all the way up to adult. That's where I spent, the remainder of my life. So yeah.
So if you had to say which area that you've lived in had the most influence on your creativity or your design now, where would you say had the most? What area or what location that you lived had the most influence?
I would definitely say DC, for the simple fact, DC is only 4 hours away from New York. So we would catch, from when I first got into college, like young adults, we would get on the China bus from DC and go up to New York and just get blown away from all of their fashion and things like that. And then you come back home to DC, and DC has their own kind of swag, and just mixing it all together. That's I would say that area, like the DMV / New York. Absolutely. So I'm going to ask you this final question, and then I'm going to hop off of here and let you have the stage. But and you talked about this before, so and I'm not discrediting like any clothing designers, but that space is somewhat of a broad space, right? And so what was your thought process and mindset when it came to, okay, I am a shoe designer. I'm going to get into this space. I know it's limited. So naturally fear would set in, right? One, we're Black women, a shoe designer. It's already a small, small industry, especially for us. And so talk about how you not talk yourself out of it, but tell me what was your mindset to say, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take it head on. I don't care if it's one other shoe designer, like it's going to be, now it's 2, right? Because sometimes it's easier and more comfortable to get into something where the space is wide versus getting to a narrow space. A narrow space.
Yeah.
For me, I like a challenge. And I didn't see us. When I say us, I didn't see melanin, whether it be Black, Latina, Caribbean, African. I did not see us in the shoe industry as far as being actual shoe designers. Now, there are a lot of shoe companies out here that buy their stuff wholesale, and nothing wrong with that. I'm no digs to them, but there are a lot of companies out here that go and buy wholesale and just kind of slap their name on it. But as far as being a shoe designer, where you're actually sketching and you're going hand in hand with the manufacturer to actually build out the shoe from the mold to the type of material to the stitching to, you know, all of that. I didn't see us in that space. And so I was like, you know what? Why not? Scared and all. You know I have a creative mind and I want to do it. And as many times as I was told no, 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 I fought through that and was like, I'm going to do it. And so, you know, all God says, give you his plans and he will work it. And
Yes.
so that's what I did. And like I said, I knew I wanted to create something that was a solution to a problem. And just
Yeah.
be like, because Kelly, in 2021, I showcased in Paris Fashion Week. I was the only Black female shoe designer
Wow.
in Paris.
Wow. Wow.
And
That speaks volumes. And
yes,
about the void as well. Yes.
yes. And to walk that runway knowing that just fueled the fire even more because I'm like, okay, we have to show the world that, you know, we are more than just entertainers, basketball players, football players, you know, and we can fit into this space as well and be successful at it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What was that feeling like? Taking that
Oh my
runway, like,
gosh.
oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. I was just, it was Kelly. I was just, you know, I was walking down the runway and I'm like, oh God, we are here. I am actually doing this. This was a dream. And I literally just launched at the end of December 2020. And then to be in Paris the next, you know, the following year.
Wow.
It was just, I
Wow.
mean, as I was being told, I was doing something that a lot of designers have to wait years to do.
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
how I knew it was a divine
Yes.
calling and
Yeah.
something that I was supposed to do in life.
Absolutely. And in that purpose, I call it the purpose package, is favor out this world. You're going to get to the head of the line. It's no waiting. Like once you're in position, and that's our part. We
Yeah.
got to be in position and be ready, because when it comes fast and it leaves fast. If
Oh
you're not
yeah.
if you're not in position, you have a small
Absolutely.
window of time, not of opportunity, if you're not prepared for the favor. And that, listen, if getting skipping to the head of the line was a person, that would be you. That is absolutely amazing.
Thank
So Miss
you.
Toy,
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna
Yeah.
hop off of here and I'm gonna let you have the stage. We're gonna get everything together behind the scenes, and the next time we show, it'll be your face. So give me one moment.
Okay. Okay. Hi, everyone. So I am Toy Cherie. I am the owner and designer of Indigo Shoes. We are a shoe designing company that pushes healthy foot care. So we make designer wear that you can feel the maximum comfort in. So from our heels, our flats, our sneakers, you are going to feel like you're walking on cloud. I do have, this is our Color Me Bad booty, and it's made out of lyric material. We designed the heel to be very sturdy and square, so it gives you that what is it? It gives you so you're not feeling like you're on a skinny heel. It gives you more comfort and it also gives you sturdiness. And then we have, of course, our signature bottom, which is purple, because we want every one of our customers to feel like they're royalty, hence the name Indigo Shoes. I'm very proud of my brand. I'm very proud of the shoes that I design because they are designed with love. They are designed with innovativeness. And we want to definitely be one of a kind. We are coming up with more styles each and every day. And as the years come, right now, you can find my shoe on our website, which is Indigo's, Indigoz, shoes.com. And right now we're taking pre-orders. We will have the shoes ready for actual shipping at the end of July. So you can go on the website right now and actually pre-order and get 15% off. I'm telling you, once you put these shoes on, you're not going to want to take them off, sorry. And like I said, I'm just very proud of what we're coming up with, what we're doing. And we are creating a space in the shoe industry where we are needed. And I'm just very excited about my brand. Let's see here. I guess I can give you a little bit more about me. I studied fashion merchandising, so I do have studies as far as business and also creativity. And so we are building this company to be, hear me, a Fortune 500 company. And yeah, I'm just taking everything that I've learned from working in the retail industry for over 10 years and also being creative to push this brand to the very top and to leave a legacy. So yeah, Indigo Shoes.
That is absolutely awesome, Miss Toy. Listen, you got me with the comfort because, again, going back to my first interaction with this shoe, we danced literally for like 4 or 5 hours straight, like into the morning, New Year's Eve. And Marshall was in these boots like she was in some sneakers. So I'm like, girl, you've been dancing for like 4 or 5 hours in these boots and you ain't said nothing about your feet hurt. Like, what is it? So yes, and here's the thing too. I have a knee injury. I had a knee injury, experienced a knee injury in January of 2019 that has still not completely healed. So I'm very interested in purchasing some shoes and the comfort level because that is extremely important. I can't wear the slim heel, so I love the design for support. Listen, so that's still cute, okay?
And it's still cute. It's still sexy,
yes,
okay?
Yes. That is not grandma's kitten heel, okay?
No, not at all, not at all. And it gives you that sturdiness. It gives you that that support, and also throughout the shoe, Kelly. Is our insole that we are patent pending on.
Yes.
And then on top of that, there is a arch booster that is included into the insole. So yeah, from your what is it, heel to your toe, we want you to feel supported.
So can you speak a little bit about that, like the support? The type of support based on the type of heel you're wearing, like what you can expect, or is it a correlation with the type of heel and the type of support that it will give you?
And as you see this is more of a thicker heel, and then it slims down, and then it gives you that square base. So with that, you're kind of evening your body out. Opposed to the shoes that have the thinner heel where there's no how can I put it? There's no like sturdiness. There's no I'm losing the words, Kelly. There's no
distribution of the weight.
Yeah, the weight, the evening of your weight, the support. it's not there. So that creates a lot of back issues. That creates where you can get your heel stuck in a crack and break your ankle, or anything like that. With these, you still have that sexiness, but then you still have that support as well, and the evening out of your body support. And you don't have to worry about walking in shoes and your heels starting to bend in like this.
Right, because listen, your heels will turn on you real quick. I've been there. Quick. When the heels say I'm done, it's like nothing you can do. They're out. They're done, and they cut the light out and hope for the best for the rest of the body. I have been there, literally walking out of church.
Listen, Kelly, we all have, as women, we all have. And so that's why I wanted to create the solution to the problem.
Absolutely. Man, that was one of the most embarrassing, and man, it was traumatizing. That's why I remember.
Oh, I've had a heel actually, Kelly, I've had a heel actually break off.
Like
okay, and so we don't want that anymore. We can't be fabulous.
Absolutely. Now, are you only online, or are you any plans to for?
Well, right now we are only online. We do plan on in the future opening up a boutique, maybe having a boutique here in Atlanta, and then having one like in Chicago and in LA. And then also, our exit plan is to partner with like a Nordstrom's, a Macy's, a Saks Fifth, or a Bon Mar, and just partner with them and just continue to become even greater.
And I love that you said that as well. You just kind of hitting all the highlights. I told you, making this very easy for me. But going into business, having the end in mind. We have one of our SheEO queens, Tab. We call her Miss Tab, but she has a candle line. But she started her business with the end in mind, because you don't want to. You want to scale and buy yourself out. Like, there should be an exit plan for you to be able to take your spoils and do what you will with it, start another business. But there should be an exit plan for what you're doing. And she talks about, and she just spoke about this at our last brunch, starting your business with the end in mind.
Absolutely.
Looking at it from its totality. I don't care if it takes you 10 or 20 years to get there, but you should always be starting with the end in mind. So again, Toy, you hitting on all of the right points. And we talk about this too, and I want you to speak a little bit about this. The mindset that you have to have being an entrepreneur. It is not for the weak.
Not for the weak.
So how do you overcome those days and when you like, forget these shoes? I just let me get a job, be regular. Like, I don't want this today. I don't want this. How do you? What's your self-talk? What do you say to yourself? And what led up to you being able to have that self-talk versus I'm just done?
A lot of you. First of all, for me, spiritually grounded. Definitely. I'm in church every Sunday because, like you said, Kelly, there are times where you're doing the ugly cry sliding down the wall. Okay. And you're like, Lord, please. And, just having a really good support system, whether it be one or two or three people, you don't need a lot, because then when you have a lot, then you have so many people. Oh, you should do it like this. You should do it like that. You need a support system that says, you know what, girl, I see your vision. I can introduce you to this person, or this is what I can contribute to your vision and to your dream. So definitely making sure you have a solid support system. Make sure you're spiritually grounded. Make sure whatever you do is something that you truly want to do. It's not just something that you look as a hobby, because being an entrepreneur, you can't look at what you are building as just a hobby. Make sure, you know, it's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 and then also working on your business as well. And then, but you need to have the goal in mind of being able to work full time just on your business. So I say, you know, what helps me push through those days that I really feel like giving up is just definitely being spiritually grounded, meditation, and then having that really good support system around me.
Yeah. And you spoke a little bit earlier when we were talking about purpose. Toy, I was literally close to 40 before I could do all these things well. You know, in corporate America, um, making, you know, 6 figures plus, but I still just felt, you know, that sense of unfulfillment.
Mm-hmm.
And it was because I didn't know my purpose, and I didn't know where to start. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, start with the things that you're gifted with, and then you'll
Mm-hmm.
find your
Your
purpose from
purpose.
there. Yeah.
And that's not a
So
lie.
yes, that's
That is
part
not,
of the equipment that God sends us here with, is our gift. So our gift somewhere, like, start there. What are you passionate about?
right.
Start there for the ladies that are listening that don't know what their purpose is or struggle to find out what their purpose is. It'll always be, you could, the starting block is always with your gift.
Absolutely. And literally, Kelly, I've been doing this since what, 2014, 15. And we just launched as far as online in 2020. So also don't let the time of how, you know, perfecting your craft, perfecting your business get to you as well. I know a lot of people pop out with things and it seems like it's overnight, but a quality business takes years.
Yes.
And then even though I started this business, Kelly, I didn't know my purpose. And it wasn't until 2021 going into 2022 that I found my purpose, which was to design those all weather purpose shoes to be able to just donate and
Mm-hmm.
give to these different countries. And with that in mind, when I found my purpose, it made me say, okay, I got to go even harder for Indigos in order to make my purpose follow through.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Which is, yeah, I just can't stress it enough. That is, identifying your gift and your passion is literally the one of the starting points of finding your purpose. And
Yeah.
your purpose is always going to be, as even, you know, your story, tied to service, some type of service, to others. We're servicing other people, and that's how we are the hands and feet of
Mhm.
God, even through our business. And that's how our business qualifies as ministry.
Absolutely.
And God
Absolutely.
is going to, you know, and Reverend Pat talks about this in the morning, through our morning inspiration broadcast. God is going to raise up entrepreneurs. Like,
Mhm.
we about to be lit for real, and not the club lit. He is getting ready to raise up the Christians in the marketplace,
Mhm.
for his glory, right? It's not
Absolutely.
about our shine. It's not about to make our name famous. It's about to make his name famous, because he's not a boxy God. You can't put him
Mhm.
in a box to get information out one way and just through the pulpit on Sunday morning. He is going to, in this season, raise up entrepreneurs, you know, women in business, like myself, who again have been, you know, kind of put on the back burner and shunned and
Mhm.
told no. We're about to receive, you know, yeses,
Yeah.
in this season, and beyond. So it is
Yeah.
imperative that we are preparing ourselves
Mhm.
to, especially now, if you're operating your business as a hobby, if this is something you want to pursue
Mhm.
full time, or be more involved with your business, like, now is the time to
Yes.
connect to
Yes.
organizations like the SheEO, finding a business tribe, because you spoke to it, Toy. How important
Mhm.
is it to be connected with to the right people as an
Yes.
entrepreneur?
Yes, absolutely. It's very important. It's very important because word of mouth is powerful. And then if you have a group of people who you're connected with, who can connect you more and more and more, and it's like a trickling effect, then you have no choice but to be great, you know. And then also, like for me, Kelly, anyone who is involved in my company, because I always say, you don't work for me, you work with me.
With,
And the
yes.
reason why I say that is because people who are working with you, they have their own dreams and their passions as well, and things they want to do outside of making you great. And we want to push that within them as well, you know. And because, as God says, when you are blessed, you're supposed to bless others.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I tell anyone who's working with me, hey, you know, I prayed for this platform to be able to uplift other people off of my platform as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And when you start to make it about other people and not about you, that becomes part of your why and helps you in those days that you don't just feel like doing it. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm honest all the time. Some days I'm like, I don't even want this anymore. Like you legit, like you just going through the emotions of entrepreneurship. But guess what? I give myself 5 minutes and I gotta reel myself back in, because none of what I do is about me. Like
yeah.
0%
Zero.
of it. Zero.
Zero.
Zero
Okay.
is
Yeah,
about me. It's about my family and the legacy that I want to leave for my family. The people that I
absolutely.
am supposed to bless while I'm here, in this season called life. It's the people that I'm supposed to help to share information and help them. Right? So, and zero of what we do is about us, and you're not gonna progress to the level that you're supposed to progress to until you get to that
Level
point.
to that
Yeah.
mindset.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
So, I know that you're online now, and we have Sister Lewis herself, Miss A Love, joining us on the live. She'll be back in the helm on next week. So y'all, y'all gotta see my face on here. But Angela will be back with us next week. But Toy, now, do you do any like pop-ups around Atlanta? Like, can we
So
find you?
yeah, just to give you a little what my the rest of my year is looking like. When I tell you God is so good. Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, Kelly, I'm actually leaving this Thursday to go to LA. I have a promo shoot, and then there's a gentleman also that's doing a cover of an international magazine that wants to use our shoes in that cover. And like I said, the promo shoot is I'm shooting with another designer. I'll be showcasing in New York Fashion Week through the Art Hearts Fashion Show platform, which is one of the biggest fashion show platforms in the Fashion Week industry and platform. So I'll be doing that in September. In June, we're doing Travel Fashion Week, where we are actually flying into Rome, getting on celebrity cruises, and putting on fashion shows from Italy, France to Spain. And then from there, I will be going to showcase in OC, Orange County Fashion Week, after New York Fashion Week. And then we're ending, as far as me traveling, in Dubai. I'll be showcasing in Dubai with my own showroom. At first, I applied to just be in their fashion show, and the organization was like, you know what, you're only on the runway for about 10 minutes. How about we give you your own showroom to showcase in for the
Wow.
5 days?
Wow.
And then,
Wow.
right. And then at the end of the year, Kelly, I am doing something here in Atlanta. And I will, if you follow me on social media, which I'll give you my handles in a minute. We are doing something towards the end of the year during Christmas time, because before COVID hit, I would do a annual toy and shoe drive where we
Mhm.
collect new to fairly worn shoes, and then also collect new toys to donate to Atlanta Mission out here in Atlanta to their sector, My Sister's House. And I don't know if you're familiar with that, Kelly, but My Sister's House, they house women who have escaped domestic violence, and it
Yes.
gives
Yeah.
them and their children a safe haven. And then also connected to that is their shelter, which they house the men in. So we collect women and men's shoes. So we will be doing that at the end of the year, to close to Christmas. Um, and yeah, um, you can follow me on Facebook at Indigo's INDIGOZ shoes, or on Instagram, which is Indigo's INDIGOZ shoes underscore. And also on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, which is Indigo shoes. But yeah, you can definitely look at products on all of those platforms, plus on the website. Like I said before, Kelly, we will be open as far as actually shipping shoes by the end of July, but you can go on the website now and actually pre-order your shoes. We'll be adding more styles to the website. So just be prepared to shop, be prepared to wear something that is nice and designer, but also good for your feet as well.
Absolutely. And the good part about this is they are extremely affordable.
Yeah.
They're affordable, so you can get multiple pairs.
Yes.
You don't have to just have there's room for in the budget for multiple pairs of comfy shoes, ladies. So that is the beauty of this. And not saying that they're inexpensive, but they are very affordable, because listen, I'm gonna pay for comfort. At my age and my body, I need to pay for comfort. I need to spend a little bit more money and pay for comfort. So you make me cute, and I can still be walking like somebody's, like I got some sense, like my granny would say. But at the end of the night, Lynn, that's a win-win for us all. So, ladies, thank you again, Toy, for joining us. Ladies, please save the date for our next anniversary brunch on August the 26th. So we will be celebrating 3 years with the SheEO District. Yeah, so we definitely want to. Hopefully, Toy is stateside.
Yes, I will be there.
Stateside, and can join us as a vendor, so that we can come and get us some shoes. So we would absolutely love that.
August 26th?
26th, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, I am.
We are having an all-white party celebrating our 3 years in as an organization, and we too are in the process, Toy, of converting over to a 501c3 nonprofit as well. So definitely just here to serve and be a blessing. Again, just serving as arms, legs, and feet for the kingdom, and that's all we're here to do it. Yes. And enjoy the promises and the fruits of all of our labor in the process, because guess what, God said we can.
Yes,
and that is his desire for our lives. So again, Toy, anything you want to say in closing on tonight, just for the ladies who are watching?
Yes, I thank you, Kelly, for inviting me on. Thank you for your amazing platform to be able to showcase women and women of all color, bringing their ideas, bringing their entrepreneurship, and being able to also fellowship as well. And I'm just very grateful. And I just, we have a shoe company that has purpose and is also providing a solution to a problem. And I'm just excited to share it with the world as well.
Well, again, thank you for taking time to come and share your story, share your shoes. We pray many blessings over you, both you and your business. Travel in grace and mercy, and that one person that you need to meet that's going to change their trajectory of your business. We believe in that person if they haven't already been met, that they will be met in these next weeks of your travel. So yes, ma'am.
Thank
So
you.
ladies, join us back here next week again. Miss Angela A. Love Lewis will be back in the host seat as we welcome Miss Reagan Adams of the All Things Reagan brand, as she comes and talks to us about her Build a Man platform. And really, it's a misconception because her Build a Man really starts with building you, ladies, on the inside. We raggedy. Sometimes we can get real raggedy, but we want XYZ for our man. So really, the Build a Man really starts with building yourself internally. So join us back here for very interesting interview on next week. But again, Toy, thank you so much. Ladies, in closing, I did pin her website to this broadcast, but you can go to indigoshoes.com and purchase your shoes now for pre-order. I'm going to head there after the broadcast and select my comfy shoe. But ladies, thank you all again for joining, and you all have a fantastic rest of the week.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Things happen, right? This is 2023, baby, and we are unapologetically showing up, running our business, living our lives, and we are SheEO Center Stage. Miss Lene,
yeah,
tell us, honey, about these whoopie pies and how you got started in the business.
Wow, that is a short but long story. I actually started baking at 6. Hello, everyone. I am Renatha Lene Mitchell, and the owner and chef of Lene's Whoopie Pies and Pastries.
Hey ladies, have you heard about the SheEO Center Stage? If you have not, then please go to the page, check out some of our recent broadcasts, and then go to the SheEODistrict.com, click on programs, go to SheEO Center Stage, and then register so that we can showcase you on the center stage. That's right, it's an opportunity for you to get increased visibility for your business. And not only that, you establish your credibility in your chosen niche, and you promote your products and your services. You let people know who you are, and it's just going to change the game and help your bottom line altogether. And that's what it's all about, positioning yourself and your business to be seen by the masses. So listen, go ahead, sign up, register now so that I can be talking to you on Monday nights on the SheEO Center Stage. I will see you there. Welcome to Center Stage.